This is Football Daft with Stephen Purden,
midfield dynamo and average actor,
Chris Toll,
target man, suspicious character,
and
For the top end of Stevenson, Grado!
Welcome along to Football Daft. It is, of course, the daftest Scottish football podcast around. I'm producer John, and let's introduce the team. First of all, let's welcome a man fresh off of breakfast show radio, and I'm not talking about Grado. It's Stephen Purden making his breakfast radio debut this morning on Clyde 2. Or sorry, the Greatest Hits Network, heard around Scotland. You could hear him everywhere with you and Cameron.
How's it going, guys? You alright?
Alright, how you feeling after your first breakfast shift, mate?
Just tired, guys, you know, but I'm alright. I'm cracking through it, man.
Good.
Kidding on, mate. It was piece of piss. You're all at it, man.
What were you talking about on the radio?
Oh, mate, you know, bit of this, bit of that. Slagging you in, man. Slagging each other. Then having to pick songs. They're doing like a top 40 for like Scottish songs.
Right, okay.
I picked Head Rolls Off by Frightened Rabbit.
I'm sure they would have played that on the radio.
It's not in the fucking system, is it?
I'm not surprised. Come on, you've got to play the audience here. See, you need to get...
I know. Before I went...
You've not went for Vienna?
No, but before...
That's not a Scottish song, Toll.
It's no Scottish.
I would take that as a Scottish song because Mid-Year was Scottish, but the rest of the band were English.
Aye.
Who wrote it, but...
Like, do you know what? I knew that was going to be the case, right? So I had a backup with a story and all that behind why I picked it.
Right.
Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out. It's an anthem.
I fucking love
An
that
anthem.
song.
It's a fucking anthem. So I picked that. That was in the system. So I had a wee bit of banter slagging you, and I had a few jokes saying, I bet you Bowie's got it in the system and all that. And I mean, like, fucking, bet you Bowie would have played fucking Frightened Rabbit for me and all that, but just winding them up. But it was all good. It was a very, very enjoyable couple of hours. It's always a pleasure having a bit of banter with Mr. Ewan Cannon. It was all right.
Good. And that man you heard there, of course, is a man who's got us all reminiscing this week on the group chat about teletext and CFAX after he was chatting about bamboozle on teletext.
Oh, man. Remember it, man. Remember it well.
I know. For younger listeners, this was before the internet. We had a thing called teletext on the telly where you'd find out information. It was
kind of like the internet, wasn't it?
It was like the internet. Aye, it was like the internet. But we're having this big debate now. Maybe the Football Daft listeners can help us out here. What pages were the football on CFAX and teletext? I think
I remember one.
I thought it was 140 on ITV.
Was CFAX not at 310?
I thought it was 302.
I thought it was 402.
Right.
No, is that on Channel 3?
Channel 3 was 130, was it not?
I thought it was 140.
Maybe. Anybody that can help us out anyway, give us a shout.
It's been really
I actually done a Google search and I couldn't find it.
Could you not?
No, I couldn't find it.
Next week's big question: what were the football pages for CFAX and teletext?
Oh, next week's big question: what's the big story that you remember reading about on CFAX, on teletext or CFAX?
Waiting for it to load on, waiting for ages to load up, you know, as it went to scroll. Remember the football pages, it would scroll through, you go, fuck, I've not read that yet, and you'd have to wait for it to scroll back.
I used to count down the seconds it changed over.
My father-in-law still uses CFAX and that.
Can you still get it?
He still get teletext, man, and press the button on his fucking thing. He tells me I was reading it on the teletext this morning.
You're talking shite. What the teletext hasn't been going.
See, to be fair, Stevie, see, my dad used to call the podcast the iPod, so it might just be getting mixed up, man.
No, I think, right, hold on. Right, I think...
He's getting confused with the internet, Stevie. That's what's happening.
No.
It's on that teletext thing on the computer today.
Hold on.
Trying to find bamboozle. Couldn't find it anywhere on Google.
I think what he's talking about is, right,
Right.
when you press, like, see on certain channels, press the red button.
Right.
Yeah. I'm on it now.
It gives you news, does it?
Gives you news. You can go into like a sports bit. So I think he's doing that on his telly.
Right,
He always says to me when he comes up, I was reading that in the teletext this morning. I was reading this in the teletext.
But it's this thing is like you still call we now Sky Plus things and that. I still call it recording or taping.
Mate, I still call it taping.
I still call it taping.
I've taped it.
Oh, I'm a wee bit more. If somebody says something about a program, I've got that in Series Link. I've Series Linked it. I always say that. But a lot of things I do still say taping.
How millennial of you, Stephen?
I've Series Linked Dexter. I can't just cope with the one a week too. So I've only watched the first episode.
I've watched the first 3. It's good. It's a slow burner, but it's good, man.
I didn't even watch any of Dexter, but my wife did, and she goes, "Oh, you didn't really have to have seen the whole Dexter to sit down and watch it."
It kind of gives you a recap at the start of the first episode.
Aye.
It's good. Anyway, series linking, taping, CFAX, teletext. Get in touch with any of that for next week's show.
That was just daft. Now for the football.
What has been happening, Chris?
No much, guys, man. No much. Right,
well, what do you have to talk about?
Quiet week in Scottish football.
Right, let's talk about it, Chris, because you and Ryan talked about it on Celtic Daft. Through to the final of the League Cup. Happy with what you saw?
Well, as I explained on Celtic Daft, I was priorly engaged, so I never got to watch the game on Saturday because I had the Barrowland show. Yeah. So I watched the extended highlights, and it looked as if St Johnstone made it quite difficult, but I am obviously delighted to be into the final. And I don't know, man, I'm starting to get a wee bit. Okay.
Just kill your jets just now, Christopher. Just kill your jets. We're a month away from the Old Firm game, 6 weeks out. But yeah, good. Obviously, James Forrest returning, scoring the goal. That's a big plus for Celtic if you can get him back to form.
Oh, definitely. That's what I was saying to Ryan as well. Abada has been terrible for a while now.
He's only 19 though, isn't he? So
I know, but it's fundamentals, Johnny. He loses the ball a lot, with bad passing and stuff like that. But it's good to have Forrest back, because as much as I've been critical of him in the past, you know what I mean, he can't argue with his record. He scores goals and he gets a lot of assists as well. So
yeah, he's one of these big number players that people go on about now, isn't he? Yeah, he's definitely do a job here. So that was Celtic on the Saturday. Rangers on Sunday. We discussed this at length with Stevie Clifford from Four Lads. Had a dream on Rangers staff. Stephen, still struggling to get over that, or is the Van Bronckhorst rub made you happier?
Well,
that didn't sound right.
I came in for the rehearsals there. I had my jacket and my boot in the car. I didn't put it on the day because I was just went into the breakfast show this morning. Then I went to parent rehearsals. It was pretty busy. Came out the motor, thought I'm going to bring my jacket in. Wait to hang my jacket up. Emptied my pockets and my ticket was still in the pocket for the game. And it just brought it all flooding back.
It's like Nam.
It wasn't Nam. It was quite simply, I mean, you know how angry I was, John. I know you're sitting there smirking. I know the smirk's coming on your fucking Chevy Chase in a minute and all. And it's fine. Smirk away. It's
fine.
I was
fine.
fucking...
It's like Ross, Ross from Friends. I'm fine.
I'm fine. Ross is fine.
I'm fine.
It was fucking absolutely fucking shite. Terrible. The anger levels in my body still haven't disappeared. It was beyond fucking comical at times, man. Yeah. The way we played, and it was. I fucking hate Hibs, I know. Fucking hate them.
And I guess your hate will increase after Ryan Porteous' beautiful piece of shit house today. Wait, come on, you've got to tip your hat to Ryan.
It wasn't even that good because Emma didn't even ask him the question. Emma didn't even ask him a question. And then do you know what is even worse? I seen on Twitter, they've released a fucking t-shirt on the Hibs website and it says, "Don't ask me, do I look happy? Fucking tin pot, man. Honestly, don't even get me started on it, man. He is see him. I would love to fucking play him at FIFA again because I'd fucking scalp him again because I can't. He's fucking. I seen him when he came here, man, because I was sitting right in the 18-yard line Boyle scored the third goal, his hat-trick, they're running there, Porteous comes there giving it the fucking, like, kidding on his fucking Scott Brown, when I'm mad, don't get me started.
If you are listening, Ryan, you're welcome on the podcast anytime.
You fuck, Ryan.
He can come on Celtic Daft.
Well, do you know what? He's working his ticket for you, man. He will be on Celtic Daft for you at some point, because that's what he's doing. It's all about us with him. He just wants to rile us. Yeah, he's not even riled me, but I'm not even bothered.
Other games,
horrible, man. I hate another thing to add to the mix.
Sorry, more. Yep.
I will not be going back to Hampden.
Right.
I'm fucking sick of it. Even if we get to the Scottish Cup final, I am not going. I will give my ticket to one of my pals or my wee brother. I'm no fucking going. I hate getting air there. I hate the place. I hate the outskirts here. I hate trying to get the motor park. I hate the stadium. I'm no fucking going back.
And you've heard it here first, everyone. You can expect to see Stephen Purden at the Scottish Cup final if they get there. There is no way you're not going to the Scottish Cup.
Yeah, I know an R Cup final will not be going to.
There we go. We're off. Going back to the Premiership at the weekend as well. Good result for Motherwell against Hearts. Didn't see that one.
That was a good result, and I was speaking to Mr. Cameron about that this morning. That was a good result. The bubble has burst at Tynecastle. Well, obviously the game is at Fir Park, but Hearts, the bubble has burst with Hearts, I think, a wee bit.
It'll be interesting to see where they go from there. You've got them quite soon, Stephen, haven't you?
Aye, they'll get the result again. Well, don't know. Depends.
Bring in Craig Lavina, say.
Aye, get Lavina Jeffries in instead of the ship, man.
Let's go. Our big talking point probably from the weekend was the send off of Ojo against Dundee United for Aberdeen. What did you make of that?
It was absolutely fucking comical as well, man. It was. I mean, I would love to. Did the ref explain it after it? Did anybody ask the ref?
I'm guessing he's gone. I mean, the red card's not been overturned because they've been appealed, but by the letter of the law, and this is what they're saying is he's inside the crowd. He's went in, and he's been pushed and kind of pie thrown at him. But by even making that move towards the crowd, it's a second yellow and a red card.
I mean,
Was it a second yellow or did he give
it was a second yellow?
Right.
Oh, so it was a second yellow. That changes things a wee bit.
Aye, it does for me as well.
Aye, but still, man, surely the paramount fucking importance, right, at the game is the safety of the players for the referee's perspective, right? He's kind of went into the crowd, but it's not like he's goading the crowd. It's not like he's scored a goal and he's goading the crowd and he's incited this. That absolute clown's just pushed the boy. So he's retaliated a wee bit. Surely a word in his ear, common sense should prevail in that. A wee word in his ear and go, just get on the pitch, leave it. No another kid, man. That's for me, it's just the referee trying to fucking make headlines for himself.
Yeah.
Right. Aye, I understand what you're saying there, but like you're saying as well, John, if you're going to the letter of the law, like we like to do when it's a Ryan Porteous tackle, then it's a red card, isn't it?
Are we doing this, Tom? You want to just start digging up old shit, right?
But I mean, it's the thing is, it seems to just be coming into the game a lot more. You look at all the stuff that's happening in France at the moment. Look at the Tav incident against Hibs. Was it last season?
Aye. The fan went on the pitch a wee bit at the side of the touchline. He's pushed him back. But come on, man. What is the game coming to when you're getting a guy a second year for that?
I don't think it's. I remember there was one where one of the people ran onto the pitch. One of the fans ran onto the pitch and actually hit one of the players, and the player hit him back and get sent off a straight red card. I don't think that should be a red card. See, the first thing you should be able to defend yourself. See if it's another player, if you're another team and you hit him back, then fair enough. But when it's somebody that's come out of the crowd, you don't know that guy could have a knife or anything. Do you know what I mean? So
here's a thing. Say the linesman, right? A guy pushes the linesman goes there and pushes him. What's the ref got to do? Tell the linesman to fuck off down the tunnel.
It's a valid point.
It's a fair point, aye.
He's going to support his fucking his squad, his
They
team.
probably abandon the game or something like that, wouldn't
I think
they?
the ref would wade in, like Big John Beaton would wade in,
Big
throwing punches.
It'd be
John
interesting to see if the players waded in.
Aye, to the linesman.
I didn't get him.
Coach Cadet was a mile onside.
I mean, afterwards as well, there was an altercation with a fan. Well, Ojo and the police are investigating that at the moment. So it's just it's got to stop. It's got to stop. So
Well, that'll be him finished in Scottish football anyway.
you think so?
Aye, mate. These players like he's on
Who,
loan.
Ojo?
He's on loan at Aberdeen, isn't he?
Aye, I think he is.
Aye, he'll be heading back down the road.
Aye, that's right.
He got signed. I think he signed
Did
permanent.
Stephen Glass sign him?
Aye, because did he not arrive at the same time as Rangers Ojo? And there was this whole confusion about the Ojos.
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But the thing is, right, it's like all walks of life. You're not allowed to say certain things now. You need to watch what you're saying. There's the fucking fake offended mob, and then there's a fucking football player pushing a fan back after the fan pushed him first, and the football player gets sent off. Fuck off.
Yeah.
To be fair, Eric Cantona had on time for it.
Aye, big Duncan, oh, but that wasn't a fan. That was a player he did, wasn't it?
Aye.
Aye, that was different.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens there. Good news today, last night, there was a bit of a worry about John Fleck, who collapsed during Sheffield United's win against Reading. He's been discharged from hospital now after collapsing, which is great news.
Have they said what it was?
Well, they don't know. It says United medical staff will continue to monitor him closely. In a club statement, comprehensive medical examinations have taken place, and United and John Fleck would like to thank all who assisted at a stressful time last night and everyone for their supportive messages. So they'll be looking into it, but it's just...
It's happening too much.
That's it. It's happening on, I mean, we've obviously Motherwell supporters, Celtic supporters, Phil O'Donnell, the Muamba, Boat and
Ericsson.
It's just
the one that kind of started it all, but was remember Mark Vivian Foy?
Vivian Foy, mate,
At
took the words
the
out my mouth.
Confederations Cup.
horrible.
That image, him just with his eyes.
Horrible.
Oh.
Horrible. But I mean, it's obviously they're putting more into football now. There's more medical assistance on there. You look at the quick thinking at the Newcastle game.
This is me and my missus were talking about it last night when I found out what had happened with John Fleck. We were sitting talking about it. And she's like, what's going on? And then we got on to the subject. She couldn't believe some of these football players that smoke and all that, right? And I'm going, you'd be surprised. I remember years ago seeing fucking Michael Ball and Barry Ferguson and all that, and they'd always be having a sly fag and all that.
Michael Moles was a big smoker.
Michael
Of
Moles,
course,
Trevor-
Russell Latt used to have a smoke at half time.
George Alberts. But here's my thing, right? It's like what you just said there, John. Nowadays, you've got like nutritionists, you've got fucking this and looking after your numbers, you fucking get your heart rate took,
Sports science.
sports science, all that, right? Yet you start hearing more of this happening, whereas back in the day, man, like your Georgie Bests, your fucking Jim Baxters.
Hold on a minute.
No.
Are you suggesting that everyone should go and get pissed and smoke 20 a day?
No. What I'm saying is, why? I'm not making a point.
Right.
This isn't a statement. It's a question.
Right. Okay.
Why is it all happening now? What is going on? Like, what is going on when you've got all these experts who are looking into every player's individual? They've all got programs. They've all got this happening. They've got training programs.
You see, back in the day, you probably trained twice a week, so there wasn't as much stress on your body.
But that's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Is how are these things happening? Like, is there too much stress on the players, professional level?
Well, they're training what 4 days a week, maybe 5 days a week.
And training will be more intensive than ever.
Sometimes they're travelling all over the world. Sometimes they're playing 2 or 3 games a week.
Mate, that's my point.
Yeah. I mean, the intensity, especially the way the modern game is played with a high press, the fitness levels it takes to play that kind of game.
I'm not for a second saying players should be out drinking pints and smoking fags. What I'm saying is, it's a bit ironic. Back in the day, you didn't really hear about this as much, but now there's players on the pitch at fucking peak fitness levels, absolute athletes, and they're collapsing and nearly dying.
Yeah.
Is there an argument that they're too fit.
That's what me and my missus were saying last night. Is there such a thing as these guys being too fit?
But listen, I think you and Nicola should take this to the medical.
I'll turn up, man. I'll state my case while I sit and whip out 20 club and fucking a wee hip flask and all that and go, what's going on here? Know what I mean? Sitting with a fucking vape and all that.
Sit down, Stuart. We need to have a word.
So, best of luck to John Fleck and his family. Hopefully,
Aye, get well soon, John.
I just remembered that's who we're talking about, man. Pure made a joke of that there. I didn't mean that, obviously.
We'll hopefully see him back in the Scotland jersey soon and back at Sheffield United as well. Now for the daft stories of the week. Grado's gutted that he'll be missing this week.
Yeah.
But by the way, we didn't say Grado's often we're putting out on paternity because he's knackered. He's doing panto, he's doing radio. He was on Games Master this week as well.
I'm doing radio, panto and River City, but I'm still here, you know what I mean? So it's all right.
I'm renovating a house.
And
there you go. And he's fucking down at the Barras, fucking doing wrestling shows and all that. But we're still here, mate. You know what I mean?
I know.
Right. Well, it's Grado's favourite part of the show where we pick out a daft story of the week. So, boys, would you like to hear about Chris Hemsworth's personal trainer banning millennials and fitness posers from his gym? Would you like to hear about a hamster who returned from the death after 17 months feared?
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, you got Chris Hemsworth? You've not gone for the zombie hamster?
I'll go for the zombie hamster.
Right, I tell you what, I've got to cast and vote then. I want to talk about the hamster because this is the story. The hamster returns from death 17 months after family feared it had been eaten by the dog. Elspeth Go believed their Springer Spaniel Lucy must have eaten 2-year-old Pablo when he suddenly vanished. They were shocked when the rough hamster returned this month as if nothing had happened. A family who it was feared Pablo had disappeared in Lark Hall in June 2020. Mum Elspeth Gold believed 9-year-old Spaniel had eaten it, presuming he was dead. Elspeth,
yeah, I tell you what, I bet there's no many Pablos in Lark Hall.
Elspeth and the family got rid of the cage and they put up a message on social media saying, has anyone got a hamster cage? Pablo has just returned from the dead.
He's obviously, Pablo for Lark Hall has just went a bit too far celebrating 55. Do you know what I mean? We've all done it.
The first Pablo to escape either, is he?
But do you know what? Everyone, we've talked about this on the radio before, that everyone has, hamsters come to the end in the most terrible ways. Like, in the most comical ways as well. Yeah, hamsters escape cages and they'll end up in washing machines and everything. And it's tragic stories, but everyone has a hamster death tale. I don't suppose you've ever owned a hamster.
I had one no long ago.
Same.
It's not a death, though. We just gave it away.
All right, okay.
It's probably dead now. But
has a hamster? Here's a question: has a hamster ever died of natural causes? I don't think it has.
I think it's all natural causes when it's a hamster.
Oh, you had that big fucker, didn't you?
Aye, man. I had
what happened to him?
What was the name of the hamster, Tool?
Bell.
Bell, or what?
Aye, we got a second hander. They took her off of somebody, and the family that had her just like never paid her any attention, so she wasn't used to like interaction with humans or anything like that. And the first day I got her, I went to take her out of the fucking cage, and she took a chunk out my finger. I was like, Auntie Sammy, we're getting rid of that fucking thing. But over time, I used to sit and watch the telly night, and the wee hamster cage would be behind me, and she'd climb up onto the bars and watch the telly with me, and I fucking ended up loving this wee thing, right? So, what were we doing? We were decorating the living room, right? So we had to put her out of the living room into the back room, and we went back into the back room the next day, man, and she was fucking stuck in the tube, right? And see when hamsters die, I think they expand or something, right? Mate, honestly, it was like the fucking, see what a snake looks like when it says something. That's what this tube looked like. I was fucking devastated, man.
Sorry,
honestly. I know. Don't get me wrong. It's a hamster in the grand scheme of things, but it was. I was like, see if I hadn't put her in the back room.
Well, I would like to dedicate this week's football daft to the memory of
Bell Toll.
Bell Toll. Rest in peace.
The reason we kept the name Bell because Bell Toll.
Whom the bell tolls.
The bell tolls.
That's why we kept the name. But anyway, God rest you, Bell.
God rest you, Bell.
God rest you, darling, wherever you may be.
If you've got any hamster death tales, please put them in so we can do them in next week's podcast. That would be brilliant.
We'll read them out.
For this week's podcast, however, we charge on without Grado on the big question. Chris set it last week. We want to know how many of the current Scotland squad would get into the France 98 squad. So
I feel like we've been talking about this for like 4 weeks.
We only talked about it last week.
Only last week.
It was only last week.
Did we talk about it on Rangers Daft or not? But
I think we did, We did,
Aye.
We talked about it with Stevie on Rangers Daft.
Aye, because you asked Stevie.
Yeah.
And he said Billy Gilmore, and then you said who in place of, and he went Zidane.
It's a fair point. Fair point. On the open line this week, very special, we've got a band coming on who are just being signed from Scotland. They're called Danko. We'll be chatting to Lewis and Matty from the band, find out their crack. We've obviously got pies to give away. We've got that on the player profile playoff. And on teammates this week, we've got is Niall McGinn, so we'll have him on, Aberdeen legend. I guess you could put him in legend state. He's been in the club for years and years and years now. So he's on that. And in Grado's absence, I have written 3 riddles for you boys. So we'll have 3 riddles. We will have them later on as well.
Right, guys. What are we on now? We're not far off December. I noticed this morning, because I don't know if I mentioned it, I done a breakfast show this morning, so it was kind of...
You're on a breakfast show this morning?
I was on a breakfast show in Clyde too, mate. The greatest hit station or whatever John calls it. But...
Network. It's network.
What I noticed when I got up, right? My car was frozen, right? It's getting cold in the mornings. There's ice, wee bit of ice in the roads. What does that mean?
It's freezing.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous to drive. Accidents can happen, Christopher. That's what I was aiming at. Do you know what I mean? But aye, you get it. And if the ice affects you and there is an accident on the road, right? There's only one mob you can call, right? It's G4 Claims, our loyal, proud sponsors. So remember, if you've been in a road traffic accident and you're not at fault, G4 Claims can make it easy for you. They can provide you with the complete accident management support you require. They'll recover their costs from the at-fault party and sort you out with a like-for-like vehicle replacement. They'll also organise your vehicle to be repaired at one of their approved body shops and returned to you. Should your vehicle be deemed a write-off, they will recover the pre-accident value of your car and write you a big fat cheque for it. And best of all, it won't cost you a penny as they charge the at-fault insurance direct. G4 Claims don't cold call. They don't buy data, and once they've processed your claim, your insurance will remain unscathed. And the best thing is, Nicole and the team over there won't take on your case if they don't think they can help. So, if you've been in a road traffic accident or know someone that has, get on to G4 Claims on 01698 767 172. That's 01698 767 172. Get them at notatfaultclaim.com or find them on social media at G4 Claims Limited. G4 Claims. Not at fault claims. Made easy.
Right, it's the Football Daft open line. It's the open line where anything goes. You might want to talk about Gio Van Bronckhorst. What do you want to see change at Rangers? You might want to talk about Ryan Porteous shithousery, or perhaps you might even want to talk about Richard Madeley in the jungle. I've been very disappointed so far. I don't want
to cut you off now. Talk about that.
No, John, talk to me about Madeley.
He started to shine last night.
Did he start to shine last night?
See, when you hear that naughty boy who I want to fucking just call him fucking creepy boy. What's the matter with him, man? Right, him and the other woman saying they're leaving and Madeley started losing it a wee bit. And he's like, well, slap me on the face with a fish. Are you leaving as well? So he started out with some partridge isms.
Oh, he's not went full partridge yet, though, has he?
Oh,
Yeah, but it's in the post, definitely.
Once he goes full partridge, I am in. Listen, we sometimes get in the open line bands. Had a few great bands on the past, St. Phoenix, The Heights, and now we welcome to the show Danko. We've got Matty and Luke from the band. How you doing, boys?
Very good. How are you?
Welcome, boys. Welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Cheers for having us.
Now, you guys, we were just talking about it before. You guys used to go under the name the Nickajack Man, and kind of Falkirk Denny area, weren't you? Based.
That's right, man. That's it.
Can I just say here, right? Usually, this podcast is a bit Rangers daft heavy, right? But it's a bit like Falkirk casuals here tonight, innit? It's two Falkirk fans here, man. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, me, you know, we've got Lewis, who's a Falkirk boy.
Get me and Matthew, the Lanarkshire Hardman.
Exactly.
I'm North Lanarkshire.
That's it. We outnumber them.
Know what I mean? Aye.
So I was just about to say very often that we've got the numbers, but
I know.
Lanarkshire Army kick to kill.
Aye. And that was a statement there, no a question.
Oh, here we go.
I was wondering how long it would take.
Mate, sorry, man. I went in too soon, mate.
So you were in the chat, man, changed the name to Danko. Is it named after, I'm intrigued, is it named after, was it Bob Danko who was in the band?
Rick Danko.
Rick Danko. It was Rick Danko, wasn't it? Yeah.
But where have you pulled Bob for?
I don't know why I thought Bob.
Who's called Bob nowadays?
Bob Dylan was in the band and then Rick Danko played in the band.
That's fact. Basically,
the band, right? I get
influence to that. Definitely, man. We all love the band, and it's kind of one of our main influences.
So where on the scale of 1 to 10 is The Last Waltz on your favourite movies?
Oh, aye, that's a belter. Up there for sure. The music's just unreal, but the actual the setup they've got in that, man, it's serious shit.
Oh, individuals bringing like real stuff to them, man. Amazing.
Every single one of them could be like a front man, if you know what I mean. All of them are just actual
proper super band.
It's mental, man.
But you guys have got a real Americana sound. Is that where you kind of take your influences from, that kind of sound?
Yeah. And a lot in your bands as well, Def, over there, that I suppose are heavily influenced by like the band and the Replacements and stuff like that. More kind of punky stuff as well for back in the day. But I defo that, for me anyway, me and Michael, who we kind of write most of the songs on like an acoustic or that, then bring it into everyone and we all kind of put our spin on it. But defo, Michael and I are more into that kind of country and Americana stuff. Like.
Sounds cool. And see, right, that's quite like all that kind of music as well, mate, right? But see the next time he's making a video.
Yeah.
Can me and Toby in it?
Fuck aye, man.
I'm not joking. I've always wanted a music video on my CV.
Definitely, you know.
It's like Robert Carlyle, Little by Little, Oasis, and all that. All the actors do it, man. I want to be in a music video.
Right, there you go, boys. You've got Shell Suit Bob and Tam Spraggins signed up for the night.
Aye, wee Bob and Shagger there.
So you're all sorted for that. So you guys just got signed this year. Now it's a very strangely. I didn't realise that Dyson, the people that make the vacuum cleaners, have set up this label now. That you guys are one of the signings too. Quite a few bands have been through it, haven't they?
So they've got a record label as well.
It's the boy's son. It's like a kind of that runs it. So
he's not going to be short a bob or two, is he? Fucking hell!
Boys, yous are going to clear up, man.
Hey!
Stevie, that joke sucks.
Oh. I apologise, boys. I apologise.
We're still trying to get a free Hoover off them, but it's not happened yet.
I know, man.
That's because one of the fucking modern cordless ones and all that. If you fucking think the record.
Did you say you were getting a free Hoover? That's a different company, you fucking madman.
I got done by that. We were at a gig in London with them, and one of the women who are like represents the main man. I was like, "Oh, can we get a free Hoover?" And she was like, "It's a vacuum cleaner, actually." I was like, "Oh shit!"
And did you get one?
No, mate, just that, but
That was the reason. I fucked it. Was all.
Brand awareness, gentlemen. Brand awareness is a massive thing in the record industry. You should know this.
So, yes, I've got a new single out, Be Fooled. You can, assume it's you can stream in all places.
Yep, everywhere.
I'm getting on my Spotify as we speak. When this interview's done, I'll listen to it. Trip,
Class,
support
man.
it. Get it, I'll get it, I'll get it.
And you've got gigs coming up as well. You're playing Tuts soon, aren't you?
Aye, February.
Nice one.
February the 25th.
Have you played there before?
Aye, we played there. We've sold it out a couple of times when we were the Knickerjack men, but so it's good to go back and that. But it was just kind of be good to get past that stage and all. You know what I mean?
Is it going to
Aye, aye, I know exactly what you mean, mate. I know for certain.
Yeah, but is it all going to be? You playing still Knickerjack men stuff? Is it all just new stuff in the set?
No, it's some old songs as well. Some we're going to keep playing, but probably know the full.
Most of them hadn't even released. We recorded them like 2 years ago and had like, a big bank, and then obviously COVID and that hit, so we couldn't even release anything. So
how did you guys? Yeah, how did you guys write over the COVID period? What was the kind of way you got together?
We were kind of practicing as much as we could. Just once it got back to a wee bit of normal and that, it was pretty fucking rough, to be honest, man. Just having to write tunes on your phone and that, and just send them each other, seeing what we can do. But we practiced a fair bit to once we could get back to some kind of normality. We had our own place and that, so we didn't need to like fucking go
book in anywhere or that
shit to get in. You know what I mean?
It's got to give you that kind of, I don't know, new name and all that, new name of the band, and give you that total fucking determination. But when you see how hardly hit what the entertainment industry was with all that stuff, you know what I mean? It's got to be, no, like, we all took it for granted. We all did take everything for granted, but with stuff like that happening now, you're back on stage playing songs to a crowd and all that. It must be some buzz.
It is, man.
Aye.
So are you just going to do a World Cup song for Scotland?
Oh,
fucking good shout. Good shout.
It's a good shout, too. Can we bin the video?
Keep going for it.
I mean, double cameo, man.
Let's get into the football then, boys. Lewis,
yes.
you are unfortunately like me, a Falkirk supporter. What have you made of everything this season?
Oh, mate. And last season,
last season, and the season before that, and the season before that.
We could be here a while, man.
We could be.
Oh, no, this season's been... I thought at the start of the season we looked a lot more organised and like we were maybe going to... I mean, no piss the league or that, but fucking do like we should be doing and winning that league, but Jesus, man. the wheels are... It's just so like stop-start, man. One day we thought, and it's like fucking back to under 10s, man.
Under 10s.
It is, by the
just everybody pure chasing the ball.
Do you know what?
There's like 10 of them in the corner.
Do you know what the best thing about the Focus Stadium now? I discovered this at the weekend when I was back there. They've now sorted it so you can go to the bar at half time. Like, so you can... they've now got...
Right, the team's pish, but they can open the bar and we'll make some money at half time. And they'll go...
I seriously sat in that bar at half time on Saturday and me and my mates are going, oh, should we go back in?
That is fucking genius.
It's a dangerous
yeah, me and my mates done
money
that.
making scheme.
It is. Me and my mates done that on Sunday before we went out to Hampden for the fucking disastrous Hibs game, man. And we're sitting here and they were having a few beers and I was sitting here like, I could just sit here all day, man. Brilliant, man. It's great. Then you go to the game. The football ruins it.
Ruins it. Fact, mate, what you just said right there is literally the definition of being a Falkirk fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Matty, you're having a better season. Motherwell going pretty well under Graham Alexander.
It's looking good, man. Like, it was started off like class and then there was a slight dip, but I feel like good result at the weekend and that against Hearts, so I feel like we could do all right this season. Like,
yeah, top 6 for Motherwell.
I think so. Like.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Matthew, I've been sitting here trying to figure out who it is that you look like. Like, do you think you look a wee bit like James Alpha?
A wee bit.
I'll give you that. Beard and spec.
That's fine.
Hopefully, I know it's
I've never clocked that, man.
Well, boys, listen, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Really appreciate it. And you want to give a plug for the single and the dates at King Tut's?
I definitely. Cheers for having us, man. It's
Pleasure
pleasure.
at all. Also, your socials and stuff. Have you got any socials that you want to?
Aye, definitely, man. You can get us on all socials and as Danko the Band, and get us on our website at dankotheband.co.uk.
When he's at King Tut's again,
we play Tuts on the 25th of February next year.
Brilliant.
It's a Friday night, so get all the trips out. Like, should be good.
And just a big shout out to everybody. Look out for Dango's next music video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Give us a shout, we'll sort it out. Like.
Hey, can we do it so like, we've got one of the big long coats and I'm on Stevie's shoulders?
Doing a dark alley, man. Toes on my shoulders, big long coat, and Grado's at that end.
This is the story. They're trying to get into the gig, like Stevie and
really bouncer.
And Grado's a bouncer.
Grado's the bouncer. Aye, there you go. Well, unfortunately, Grado couldn't be here this week, but there's the music video sorted, boys.
Writes itself, lads.
We'll get our people to speak to your people. We'll take it for there, guys.
Stevie, I'm going to be honest with you. I've not got any people, mate.
We are the people.
Oh, you are the people.
Brilliant, boys. Lewis and Matty from Danko. Thanks very much for coming on, boys.
All the best, boys.
All the best,
Good luck
guys.
to everything, man.
Cheers,
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks very much to Danko for coming on. Let's move on to our next caller on the open line. It is Stuart Ross, who is a Clyde supporter. How you doing, Stuart?
I'm all right, John. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are the Bully Wee doing this season? What are you making of them?
It's kind of been up and down a wee bit, I think. We're 9th at the moment. We're 6 points off your team, John, Falkirk.
Who's going to finish above who, man? Falkirk or Clyde, man?
We'll finish above Clyde. Clyde didn't have the
game. John, you don't say that with a lot of confidence.
I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say right now, we're going to finish above Clyde, even though they are a bogey team. They are absolutely our bogey team. And I'm going to say right now to Stuart, Falkirk will finish above Clyde.
I think so. I mean, our season's been up and down a wee bit. We've done all right the past couple of games, though. We've done no bad. We've getting better. We've got a Scottish Cup game against Clydebank away on Saturday.
I used to think that was a derby. Clyde versus Clydebank.
I was speaking to Hugh Keevans today. He's a big Banky supporter. He's a big fan of it. He was actually Hugh Keevans was trying to work out how to get on the internet and buy Clydebank tops today. I think he ended up having to call some woman to get Clydebank tops today. It was a very bizarre situation that was going on. But so Danny Lenn's still the man for the job.
I think he's been getting a bit of stick the last few while just because of the way things have been going. I mean, his tactics a few home games ago where he played Goody in midfield.
Oh, really?
Played Rob Jones up front, who we got for Dumbarton, and he only scored 1 or 2 goals for Dumbarton in about 18 games or something like that. So it's a bit, but he's getting better. It's getting better. The last few games, we've got a few players back for injury, so it's getting better. It's getting better.
We're sitting here talking about Clyde, Stuart. I don't know if that's who you're on to talk about or if you're on to make another point.
Well, it's a couple of things actually. One, I was thinking about this the other day. If you could relive one game for your club, so you could watch it again, you could be there again, what game would you choose?
Yeah, I need to have been at the game to begin with.
No. It could be.
Does it have to have been within my lifetime?
Aye.
Right,
I would choose the Scottish Cup final where we beat Celtic 3-2. Lovenchan scored the last minute goal.
I would choose. It's a hard one. There's been a lot of good games, man. There's the obvious ones that spring to mind, obviously, 6-2 game and the Barcelona game, but I think I would go for the Scottish Cup final when we beat Airdrie 1-0.
Right.
Oh, really?
Aye, because it was the first trophy that I ever seen us lift.
Nice.
Really? Do you know what I mean? So, and it was the first time I was there. I'd been to the cup final previous that season where we lost to Wraith Rovers. So that's the one I'd go for.
That's a good answer, mate. A first one. I remember the cup fight, obviously, because it was against Celtic and it was such a dramatic game. But even the day in itself, I wasn't at the game. I was with my mates. There was a big squad days. We were all very young. I think I was only like 19 or something. And it was just a right good day, man. We were all together and the sun was shining. And it was one of the days. I think Eck had just come in and we'd had a tough season the season before. And it's like the Celtic team then, they were all very hard to beat, man. Very, very hard to beat. But to win in these circumstances, it was spectacular.
I had a great day that day as well. I remember that day really vividly, man. What would yours be, Stuart?
I've got a couple. Probably one that kind of stands out was Chris will not like this one actually.
I don't remember that game.
Roy Keane's debut.
Aye, that one. Especially it was because on the build-up it was Roy Keane. All talk about Roy Keane and stuff like that. They're all saying, 6-0, 5-0, easy. And then to actually be there and win it, I actually missed the goals because I missed the first goal because I was doing getting a pie. And I missed the second goal because I went to the toilet.
Oh, no.
The only goals I seen were the ones that were offside, but it turned out they weren't really offside at the end. But I'm not taking that one, actually. I'm going to go for the playoff final when we played Annan. So we had Annan away in the first leg, and we lost 1-0. Travelled down to Annan that night. And we were still confident and stuff. Back to Broadwood, and we beat them 2-0. Mark McNiff scored in the second half to equalise, and then Ali Love scored a penalty because Goody had injured his ankle, so he went off with about 20-25 minutes to go. But it was just the fact we had waited, I had waited personally 10 years to then actually see us getting promoted for League 2 into League 1. And then I think it was just the celebration after it, where you were celebrating. We went to the wins in Glasgow, and the players turned up. So all the players, all the fans just celebrating. You don't really get that anymore.
No.
So that's mine. John, have you got any?
I've probably got a few. I loved beating Dunfermline in the Scottish Cup semi-final to get through to the final. That was fucking magnificent. Loved that. It was a great day. Went to the strippers after it. It was fantastic.
Beating your rivals, man, then heading to the Jack Nipples, man.
What a day it was. And then the other one was more recent. It was when we beat Hibs in the playoff. That last minute goal from Bob McHugh to 1-3-2, and that never happens to Falkirk. So right up a town afterwards, and it was just buzzing, and what an atmosphere! It's the best the new stadium's ever been. It felt like Brockville, and it's the only time I've felt the stadium feel like Brockville was when that last minute goal, and then the celebrations after was absolutely incredible. Loved it. Question before you go, Stuart: is Broadwood the coldest stadium in Scotland?
Aye.
It is fucking freezing.
Aye.
Oh, Pittodrie's up there, but Broadwood, I don't know why. I go home there and it just freezes.
Stuart, I'll tell you this, right? Do you know what's going to lighten up your club and make them more exciting?
A
young chap plays for Clyde on a Monday night. His name's Leo Purden. Right?
Oh, aye.
My son, right? He's coming through the ranks. He's only 6, so you need to sit tight for a while, right? But he's coming through, and I go to Broadwood every Monday night and watch him, and he tears it up. He's going to be a big deal for Clyde for a while. Then he'll be going to the Rangers, but
it can start off with us, get used to it, and then move up.
Oh, that's plenty.
But listen, Stuart, really appreciate you coming on. Great chat about the bully as well. So thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, Stuart.
Just one other wee thing. Have you guys been to the golf in Glasgow yet to see Kev the Chef?
No, we haven't seen Kev the Chef.
Well, we're actually going on Saturday. So the aim is to get a selfie with Kev the Chef.
Get a selfie and get a video. Get a video just crowding him going, Kev the Chef, Kev the Chef, Kev the Chef.
I heard he loves that.
He loves that.
He's dining out in that golf thing.
Exactly. Brilliant. please send us that picture or that video, Stuart. Would
Aye,
really appreciate
I
that.
will try and get one eye, definitely.
Brilliant. Spot on, mate. Thanks for coming on the open line.
Thanks, Stuart.
And
Cheers,
that's
guys.
it for this week's open line. If you want to get on next week, look out on the socials.
Football Daft's big question.
After watching the recent success of Scotland and the fact we're on the precipice of reaching our first World Cup in 24 years, Chris last week threw out this question. Who out of the current squad would make it into the 98 team, right? So I've got the squad in front of me just to remind you who was at the 98 World Cup. We had Jim Leighton, we had Neil Sullivan, and we had Jonathan Gould to choose from in goals. In defence, Tom Boyd, Colin Calderwood, Colin Henry, Tosh McKinlay, Derek White, Matt Elliott and Davy Weir and Christian Daly were all the defenders.
Oh.
Midfielders, it was, well, I guess Jackie McNamara was a defender or a midfielder. Jackie McNamara, Craig...
Friend of the show.
But yeah, Craig keeps saying that. Craig Burley, John Collins, Paul Lambert, Scott Gemmell, Billy McKinlay was the kind of midfield to choose from. And then up front, you had Kevin Gallagher, Gordon Jukebox Jury, Darren Jackson, Simon Donnelly, Scott Booth were the options.
Right, Adams is in.
I tell you what, see,
Adams is in.
Billy McKinley's gone.
Billy McKinley's gone. Adams is in. Who are you getting rid of?
I'm getting rid of Scott Gemmell.
Mate, you're doing your best impression of the guy we had on the phone in, man. You need to talk up, mate.
Seriously, is it?
That's better. That's better.
Can
That's
you hear
better.
me a bit better now?
That's better.
This microphone's fucked, I think. Aye, Scott Gemmell's out. For me.
Scott Gemmell is out.
I never got the Scott Gemmell hype at all.
No, I thought he was terrible.
Callum McGregor's in. So's Gilmore.
Gilmore, so McKinley,
McGinn.
John McGinn. Oh, I'd put John in McGinn. I think just for
John McGinn needs to go in as well. So you're taking, right, Scott Gemmell's out, John McGinn's in, Billy McKinley's out, Gilmore's in. I'm taking maybe Craig Burley out and putting Callum McGregor in or not.
Really?
Maybe.
Fair play. Yeah, I know.
Aye.
Craig Burley was a good player. It was...
Aye. And I'm going to take out. I'm keeping Kevin Gallagher, Gordon Jury. It's a toss-up between Darren Jackson and Scott Booth. I'm definitely putting Adams in.
I'd take Simon Donnelly. And
Simon Donnelly there?
Simon Donnelly was there.
So, he's gone and all, man. Aye. He's sensationally axed as well.
Craig Gordon's got to get a shout in as the
Craig Gordon's in place of
Jonathan Gould.
Aye.
Yeah.
I'm going to get Kieran Tierney and Robertson's getting in. We said this that the other night, too. I'm taking Tom Boyd out. Sorry. I don't make Tom Boyd. Right? He's going to...
Matt Elliott. I quite like Matt Elliott.
Matt Elliott. Who do you put in ahead of him? But I think Matt Elliott would walk into that Scotland team now.
Aye.
Centre half.
I agree with you, too. I think Matt
Elliott stays in, so...
I think it's more the full-back areas with maybe Tierney, Robertson.
Is Robertson in for McKinley then? Tosh McKinley?
Aye. He's a fucking champion.
He's a better player than Tosh. We're sitting here debating that. Andy Robertson's won the European Cup.
Aye. Tosh McKinley's dining out in a bell to a close for Van Hooijdonk that Van Hooijdonk missed. Gorham saved it. I'm going with definitely putting Andy Robertson in. Kieran Tierney's getting in as well.
Right, okay, right. So we're getting shot at Tosh. Right, so here we go. Right, so the squad would then be, I'm guessing, Jim Leighton stays.
Yes.
Jackie McNamara stays.
Yes.
Tierney in for Boyd.
Yes.
Colin Calderwood stays.
Yeah, I think. Do you think a good two at the back, man? Like would be maybe if you Colin Henry and all. I think is there no place for Grant Hanley?
Well, your other defenders, you could Derek White. You could take out Derek White.
I get Derek White to fuck.
Derek White.
Replace Derek White with Grant Hanley.
Right. Okay. Colin Henry stays.
Yes.
Tosh McKinley out for Robertson.
Yes.
Kevin Gallagher stays.
Yes.
Craig Burley out as he's come as
Callum McGregor's in. Cal
Cal
McGregor
is in. Gordon Jury stays.
Jukebox stays.
Jackson stays.
Just.
John Collins stays.
Definitely.
Neil Sullivan.
John Collins is a fucking manager.
Neil Sullivan.
Sullivan stays at school to get ready for Craig Gordon.
Okay, so Neil Sullivan stays. Simon Donnelly's out in place of Shea Adams.
Yes.
Paul Lambert stays.
Yes.
Scott Gemmell's out for Billy Gilmore.
Yes.
Davy Weir stays.
Yes.
Billy McKinley is out for McGinn.
McGinn, yes.
Matt Elliott stays.
Yes.
Scott Booth stays.
Yes.
Christian Daly stays.
Yes. You missed out Derek White.
Derek White got booted out for...
Who did they put
Andy
in?
Robertson.
Andy Robertson.
Yeah. Right. Is that it?
I think that's it. So
Grant Hanlon, Derek White for Grant Hanley.
Do you know what?
Grant Hanley.
I'm replacing Scott Booth with
Dykes.
Nisbet or Dykes.
No way.
What did Scott Booth ever really do in a Scotland team? But
Scott Booth's got Borussia Dortmund. He won the European Cup with Borussia Dortmund.
no, he never.
He was on the bench, was he not?
No, he wasn't. He signed the next season. It was Paul Lambert that won the European Cup with.
Was he not on the bench for a Borussia Dortmund?
Plus Scott Booth shot it. He won Football Daft.
Right, that's fine. And all right, Scott Booth. Right, okay. Let's move to the listeners then, boys. You got them there?
Yes. Let me see. John has got in touch. He says, once I fix my phone, Calderwood, McKinley, Scott Booth, all out. In comes Cooper, Tierney, and Shea Adams.
Cooper?
Is that right?
He's left Robertson out.
He's left Robertson out. He's left Gilmore out. That's a weird one.
Rob says in Gordon, Tierney, Robertson, McGinn, Gilmore, Dykes, and McTominay. Out Gould, Tosh, and Billy McKinley. Gemmell, White, Burley, and Donnelly.
So he's bringing Tierney, Robertson, Craig Gordon, McGinn, Gilmore, Dykes.
That guy's just get rid of as many Celtic players as possible, wouldn't he?
Ricky says John McGinn, Gilmore, John McGinn, Gilmore, Robertson, and Tierney take the places of McKinley, Elliott, White, and Gemmell.
Gavin says in Robertson, Tierney, McGinn, McGregor, Gilmore, Dykes, and Adams.
He's not told us who's going out.
He's not giving us the people that are going out.
That's
a hell of a squad we're taking to this tournament.
That is, man, aye. Joanne Brown's got in touch and says, without a doubt, Craig Gordon. Off on a tangent here. I remember at the start of France 98, I told my hubby, then boyfriend, and his dad that France would win the tournament. They laughed at me and told me not to waste my money. I could have won a small fortune on that bet.
Don't listen to you, Joanne. Joanne, don't listen to the men.
No, I don't. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
John Thompson comes in. He says he would get rid of McKinley, White, Sullivan, Gemmell, Lambert, and Donnelly. Lambert? Fucking hell.
Why would you put Lambert?
Out for Robertson, Tierney, Gordon, Gilmore, McGinn, and Adams.
How can you get rid of Lambert?
Can he get rid of Paul Lambert?
Can he get rid of
him? But it's John Thompson's opinion.
It is.
And we're all entitled to opinions.
Yep.
All about entitled. But that, Trips, was this week's big question. Thanks for getting in touch.
And next week's CFAX or Teletext. What number was the football page on CFAX and Teletext?
Also, what big story do you remember being broken?
What big breaking news? What bit of breaking news in the world of football sport?
For example, I'll give you a wee example. I remember the day that Andy Cole signed for Man United and being absolutely disgusted at the 7 million price tag. I can't believe a team are spending that kind of money on a footballer. Disgusting.
And he was raging, turn the channel there and get pumped on Bamboozle.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, gentlemen. The holidays are coming. Or as the Coca-Cola advert saying, holidays are coming.
Holidays are coming.
This season.
And Manscaped want to sort you out, boys. The leading men's hygiene brand have launched new products, including their all-new ultra-premium body wash and a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's time to give the gift of Manscaped. Get your balls ready for the holiday season by going to manscaped.com and use the code DAFT, and you're going to get 20% off plus free shipping. This is going to sort you out for Christmas for any men in your life. I mean, would you gift this to one of your loved ones?
Do you know something? 100%. 100%. What it says, it does, and more. It is. Manscaped honestly has changed the way the hair in my body is.
I believe in Secret Santa at Go Radio last week. Last year, Barry Ferguson was in the receiving end of Grado's Secret Santa, and he got some Manscaped product. I might be wrong on this. We will need to confirm with our friend Graham Stevely.
Fair enough. We'll check that. It's a great gift.
I think Barry Ferguson may be a fan of the Manscaping.
I'm more gutted at the fact that Grado's no spent a tenner.
Aye, he's no spent a fucking penny, but he's been in there like the Billy Big shaved boys, looking like he has with his Manscaped thing.
Shaved boys.
Exactly. No, boys, it's jingle balls to the walls, right? So untrimmed pubes, they're a thing I pass. It's possible you might have something down your pants that looks like Santa's beard at the moment, but we can sort this out. We can make your chimney look braw, and this is what you need to do. You need to get Manscaped sorted out in your life. The Inside Performance Package 4.0, you're going to find the Lawnmower 4.0, which is a brilliant bit of kit. It's a trimmer with proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to reduce cuts. It's also waterproof, so you can take it into the shower. And it's going to be a gift. If you're a lady listening, it's going to be a gift for your partner. You don't want all those...
But I'll tell you what, it's a gift for them as well.
Exactly.
No longer will you have a pube stuck between your teeth.
The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 includes the Crop Preserver, the Crop Reviver, anti-chafing body deodorant, moisturiser and toner, and it's time to keep your North Pole feeling and smelling fresh. This hygiene bundle will also come with a pair of Manscaped anti-chafing boxers. Stephen, you're a massive fan of the boxers.
Oh, the boxers are comfort personified. They are phenomenal.
Would you say it is the perfect package for your perfect package?
It is the perfect package for your perfect package. That is it in a nutshell.
There you go. Manscaped's going to beyond the groin with their new ultra premium body wash. This is the new stuff they've got. It's infused with aloe vera, sea salt, keep your skin feeling clean and nice. They've also got the new 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner with the same key ingredients. It's going to hydrate, nourish, condition your scalp, strengthen your hair at the same time. And Stephen, you want to keep that hair job strengthened. So this is the perfect shampoo and condition for you.
Of course.
And tis the season.
Hair job.
It is the season to load up on Manscaped products. So get yourself, your dad, your brother, your friends, the best gift of all with Manscaped this Christmas. And you're going to get 20% off by listening to this podcast. Just use DAFT when you get to the code DAFT at manscaped.com, and we're going to get you 20% off plus free shipping with all the Manscaped products there. Get the packages, get it sorted, clean up your nuts, and make Santa proud this year. It's the Player Profile Playoff with piesports.com. They will bring you pies to your door throughout the year. You can pick from several packages up on their website. They've got all manner of pies up there: Scotch pie, steak pies, chili pies, cheesy bean, whatever you want. They've got all your pie needs. And every week on Football Daft, we like to give away pies. And this week is no exception, as we welcome to the show someone who's having real difficulties with their microphone, so we have to shout out really loudly. It's Jamie. Jamie, we're going to be quiet so you can talk.
Hi, how you doing?
There we go.
Right, mate.
Good to hear you, mate. Good to hear you.
Good to hear you.
Hear me now, aye.
We
Yes.
Just in no more. It sounds like you're about half a mile down the road. I can see you fine, mate.
We can see he's putting it right close up now so he can hear him. Right, Jamie.
It reminds me like when my mother-in-law like FaceTimes me or the missus or whatever, man, and all you see is the ear when you're.
Right, Jamie, you're going to have to shout up so we can hear you. Right, so the premise of the game, Jamie, as you know, you're a Rangers supporter, you listen to this podcast. I am going to read out a description of a player.
Oh, wait a minute, he's disappeared.
Oh, no, Jamie.
Oh, what?
He's back,
He's
There
back.
we go.
He's back. I'm going to read out a description of a player. When you know that player, you buzz in with your buzzer. If you get it right, you get a point. It's the first 2 points that wins. If you get it wrong, however, you pass the play to the other player and you cannot buzz back in. Do you understand the rules, Jamie?
Yep.
There we go.
Johnny, he speaks English, man. Know what I mean, don't he?
Listen, I just want to...
Jamie, do you understand what I'm saying, Jamie?
Right, I'm going to flip the coin to see who you're playing. Heads it's Stephen, tails it's Toe, and it is tails for Toe.
Toes for toe.
And
Here we
this
go.
week,
Toes, tails. That's a name of a good book.
this week, gentlemen, well, you know how we've been kind of going around the world of foreign players that have played in Scottish football. We are going to Italianos.
Oh, nice.
Stephen and Chris think themselves as a bit of Italian football experts.
I'm going to make a fucking arse of this.
So, yeah.
But is it Italians that have played in Scotland?
Italians that have played in Scotland.
Right.
So you're going to have to shout out real loud. What's your buzzer going to be, Jamie?
Can I hear you?
Gio.
Right. Okay. Toe, what's yours?
Golazo!
Nice. Right, okay, first player out, boys. Here we go for the pies. This centre-half was a surprise arrival in Scottish football after arriving from Parma. A classy centre-half, he captained Kilmarnock to the Scottish League Cup final, though couldn't play due to injury. Did you shout something there, Jamie? No. He considered by most Kelly supporters to be one of the greatest to play for the club, and he actually finished his career in Italy, and he played about 200 games for Kilmarnock. Come on, Chris Toe. Nah.
Ian, but I can't think of his name.
Stephen, do you know the answer to this?
No.
Oh my word, this is disappointing, boys. Disappointing. I'll give you it
He's
then.
a first name.
No! Right, I'll give you this. I can't believe Kilmarnock supporters are shouting at the podcast just now. Manuel Pasquale.
Oh, shit.
Unbelievable.
Pasquale.
That's so bad, man.
By the way, I've deleted that League Cup final out of my brain, so...
There you go. Right, okay, next player out then, boys. Hopefully you get on better with this one. This Italian under-21 crap arrived on these shores from Roma. Originally a full-back, he established himself as a centre-half when he was signed by Tommy Burns in 1997.
Golazo!
Oh.
Enrico Annoni.
Enrico Annoni.
Oh, no.
There you go, 1-0, Chris. Right, next player out. Here you go, Jamie. Try and get back in here. This player only spent one season in Scotland when he was signed for Rangers by
Golazo!
Chris.
Marco Negri.
Oh no! I will continue with the clue.
You went too early, mate. You went too early.
Went too early. He was signed for Rangers Smith by Watersmith in
I know who it is.
Making 34 league appearances at the age of 19. He left at the end of the season.
Come on, you, Jamie.
Jamie, you know you're kidding me on. I'll keep going. To newly promoted Salernitana before moving to Milan, where he made just under 400.
Come on, Jamie.
He also managed.
Yes.
Right there.
He's
Got it.
Like I said, he said it 4 times.
There we go. See, we can't hear you, Jamie. Right, I'm going to have to listen out quickly because this is the last one. Right, this is a shootout. Right, okay. Right. This friend of the show scored 32 goals.
Golazo! Marco Negri.
It's Marco Negri. Well done.
Yes!
I can't believe
No pies for you, Jamie boy. Go on then.
Brilliant. It's an absolute shambles this week, but Jamie, we're going to let you walk away with the pies because I think you're at a disadvantage because we can hardly hear you. So you can have the pies, Jamie. Well played, sir. Well done.
Well done, Jamie.
If you want pies from Pie Sports, head to their website, piesports.com.
Right, folks, Football Daft is teamed up with Platinum CBD from Columbia Care, the league winners in CBD, to give you the opportunity to try it for free. You heard that right? For free. Free! Head to call-care.uk and use the discount code DAFTFREE. That's call-care.uk and the discount code DAFTFREE to try the 10% oil or their capsules for nada. CBD is thought to help with a number of daily issues. This may include sleep, chronic pain, anxiety, depression, stress, inflammation, gut issues, brain fog, and more. In a post-lockdown world where our mental health might not be at its strongest, it can be a lifesaver for some people. Let me tell you about it though. Columbia Care have brought their expertise in CBD from the US to create a sophisticated CBD wellness range for the UK, including CBD oil and peppermint and unflavoured, and easy to take soft gel capsules. All the range is free from THC, it's vegan friendly, it's 100% organic and backed with scientific research to ensure that you get a premium CBD product every time. Now, I need to tell you about this, right, because I thought that it would taste the same as any other CBD, but see when it says it's unflavoured, there's no taste to this. It's mental, and you know that CBD it can be a bit stinking if we're going to be honest with ourselves. See, this stuff, honest to God, right hand up to God, it's absolutely, completely devoid of any taste. It's just like putting water into your mouth. So it is. So you can do that, or you can take the capsules. And like I said, I've had great results for it. I've not had any sort of back pain in the last week since I started taking it, and I've actually ordered another package for myself. So I'll be getting that through the post shortly. Any of yous tried it yet?
Yeah, I mean, my wife swears by it now. Like, she's got a chronic illness. She has a condition called ulcerative colitis, and she's found taking CBD has really helped her with that. And we've had a few people reaching out for us on Football Daft as well, saying they've tried it. And I mean, the deal we've got here is incredible because, like, the capsules will normally cost you upwards of £40, and you can get them for free. Try it for free. You can try the oil for free, and you know it. Like Chris says, I mean, it helps with anxiety. It helps with a good night's sleep. That's why I've used it, because when you're up doing breakfast shows at 4:30 in the morning, you need a good night's sleep, and it's really helped me with that.
And do you know what else I find as well? See, when you wake up, when you've taken it the night before, when you wake up, you're not that tired, way.
Aye,
you know what I mean? Sometimes, like when you wake up, even if you're getting up for work or whatever, you're like kind of groggy. It's mental. Like, since I've been taking it, I've been waking up, I've been absolutely raring to go. So I wholeheartedly recommend this, honest to God. It's brilliant. Now we can sort you out with a cheeky discount on Platinum CBD so that you can try it for yourselves. Head to call-care.uk and use the discount code DAFTFREE. That's call-care.uk and the discount code DAFTFREE. Let us know how you got on as we go Football Daft with Platinum CBD.
It's now time for Grado's 3 riddles on Football Daft.
Unfortunately, though, the great man cannot be here today, so I have 3 riddles for you in Grado's absence. We give you 3 riddles. We'll give them out to the boys, and then we throw one out to you. And all you've got to do is guess what footballer or someone related to Scottish football we are talking about. First of all, I've got to say congratulations, everyone got last week's riddle, which we threw out to you. We asked you to solve this one because we had no fucking idea what it was in the show. We got the answers from Grado. The clue was been jamming with American Idol host. We had no idea about this, but it was, of course, Benjamin Seacrest.
That's his worst one, yeah.
It was but listen, the listeners got it. They absolutely nailed it. Congratulations to Albert's Legend 11 on YouTube, who got in first with the answer. So well done, you. You will go on the leaderboard.
Imagine that was George Albert's.
I know, the hammer sitting there, hearing that he's got the riddle, just sitting smoking a Marlboro Light or something. Man. Yeah.
With Miss Germany on the other hand. That's what happened. So you get yourself on the scoreboard. So the current score on the scoreboards are Chris 20, me 17, Stephen 9, Ryan 1, Jack 1, Ian Miko 1, Ryan Dunbar 1, John Mitchell 1, and Albert's Legend on the board now with 1. So there we go. Right, boys, I have got... This is your chance, Stephen. Come on, you can get some...
I'm just here for the bants for this section of the show.
Right,
I
okay.
don't even mind if Stephen gets all three of them.
I know. If I get one, I'm buzzing.
I like that. Hands across the divide, Chris. I really like that. I don't mind if Stephen gets it. Right, okay, let's see if we can get these this week. Right, first one. Wait place is a tremendous victory. Wait place is a tremendous victory.
Wait place.
Mm-hmm.
WAIT.
No, the other
No,
one.
the lifting weights.
Jim Goodwin.
Well done, Chris.
I fucking just said weights and I went to go gym something and you just fly in there with Jim Goodwin.
Tremendous victory. Good one. There you go.
Such a good. That was for fuck's sake. That was easy. That one. I know.
Right, next one out. Next one out. Here we go. Baptizer pursues relationship with another.
I love the way you tell these stories.
Baptizer pursues relationship with another.
John Suter.
Oh, well done, Chris. Oh, well done. That is tremendous work. Tremendous work. Right, okay. Final one. Right, your final one, and then we'll get one for the listeners. This average man is full of passion. This average man is full of passion.
Average man is Joe.
Joe Lovell.
Nope.
That's what I was thinking.
That's a good shout, Joe. Is Joe Lovell even a footballer?
I don't think so.
What was the second part of that clue?
Full of passion. Got the first part. People are shouting at the podcast right now.
Oh man, this is pure dead air as well, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah, people are shouting out the answer right at the podcast. Wherever they're listening to it in their cars, going into work.
Joe Ryder.
Currently in the Scottish game.
Joe Aribo.
No, it's not Joe Aribo, no.
Joe Tortolano. No.
Friend of the show.
Hold on.
Joe Lewis. No.
No. Full of passion. Think what if you're full of passion, you've got something.
Joe Horn.
Joe Horn. Joe Horny.
He's still in the Scottish game, Joe Shaughnessy.
Joe Shaughnessy.
Is he a player? He sounds like
Joe Shagger.
Aye. Oh.
Joe Pumper.
Hold on.
Come on, Chris. Come on. You should especially get this one.
Joe. I'm fucking stuck for this one, man. Full of passion.
If you're full of passion, you have.
Joe Hardon.
No.
Joe Storm.
Joe Hart.
Yeah! Well played. Brilliant. Chris has got his heads in his hands.
This average man has a full-sized aortic pump.
There's so many ways I could have went with Hart, but I thought full of passion. Got a riddle for the punters, however, for next week. See if you can get this one. Mr. Loverman's Scottish girl is sad. Mr. Loverman's Scottish girl is sad.
I know who that is.
It is time for the Eldorado Swanky Moment of the Week. Remember, ask for Eldorado at any swanky bar. It's easy to drink, short, fruity, and finish with that little trace of caffeine. Available at all local convenience stores, and you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram, Eldorado Tonic Wine, or check them out, eldoradotonicwine.com. We celebrate the swanky taste of Eldorado every week on Football Daft by picking out swanky moments from Scottish football. You get them to vote on them on Twitter at Football Daft Pod, and we have the results from last week in last place with only 4%. It was the fact that Football Daft got mentioned in Parliament. It was kind of mentioned in Parliament, but
it was tongue in cheek.
It was tongue, but 4%.
It was a reach, wasn't it? It was a reach.
Aye.
So Grant was in last place with that one. In third, it was Grado's choice of, and I loved Douglas Parks at SWPL. That the sponsorship that Douglas Park put to the SWPL got 24%, which means it's between Chris and Stephen for that first place. Unfortunately, Chris was in second. He couldn't make it 2 weeks in a row. Scotland's performance against Denmark was second, which means with 43% of the vote, it was a victory for Stephen Purden with his nomination of the Celtic AGM. He's went for the low-hanging fruit on that one, hasn't he? Right, Stephen, you win. You win, so you get to pick your moment first. On you go.
Right, I've not used one for my club for a while. I'm going to use Roy Mackay in the first training session of Giovanni Van Bronckhorst's reign at Ibrox. Roy Mackay telling Ryan Kent, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Tricks are for the circus.
Did he? He did not say tricks are for the circus. Shut up. Did he?
How did you not see that on social media?
I didn't see that. Roy Mackay, tricks are for the circus.
They were kicking the ball around in circles trying to control, and Kent done a wee trick, and Roy Mackay says, oh, Kent, I think he says, Kent, keep it simple. Tricks are for the circus.
Love that. Love that.
So, my swanky moment of the week is Mackay says tricks are for the circus.
Right, okay, I might not be able to fit that in Twitter, but we'll...
Tricks are for the circus.
Tricks are for the circus. Chris, have you got one?
No.
You need
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Do you know what you've
do you know what? I'm going to go with the Celtic Christmas advert.
The Celtic Christmas advert.
Do you know what? See a bit of self-deprecation. It's a good fucking buzz. And Celtic rip the piss out themselves every single year with us. So I'm going for the Christmas advert. Also, I don't know why. When I watched it, I was nearly fucking greeting.
Oh my god!
I don't know why. Honestly,
I felt that way, man, on Sunday when I was watching Rangers.
I have to say, I did see the advert. I do like the piss take Jota coming out the kind of chalet, like the last Christmas chalet. That was quite good. I like that. Right, in Grado's absence, I guess I've got to nominate something. I would like to nominate my friend Ross Wayne at the Falkirk Montrose game. The Montrose gamekeeper looked like he was a bit of a hipster, so he started this banter that we just abused him with hipster banter all game. We started saying, "You way home to drink Brewdog tonight, keeper? You waiting for a vegan sausage roll, keeper?"
I love this patter in the lower leagues, man. It's brilliant. I love that, man.
What? In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to put that as a whole nomination rather than Wayne. Oh, sorry, mate. Lower league patter. I'm going to put down lower league patter for my swanky moment nomination.
Lower league patter's fucking dynamite, man.
It is. It's good fun. It is good fun. So lower league patter representing the lower leagues.
Too much football getting played here.
Then you go to Partick Thistle and the roles are reversed.
Aye.
Great fun.
Yeah.
So what's the listeners?
The listener nomination comes from Dan Bastianelli on Twitter, and it has to be Ryan Porteous, shithousery. It has to be there. It has to go up there. Do we
people need to read the room here with this podcast, right? Our listenership is about fucking 90% Rangers fans. There's no way you're going to win if you slate Rangers.
I would have nominated, if that hadn't been nominated by Dan, I would have nominated that. You've got to pod the shithousery. I know you don't like it, Stephen, but if that was a Rangers player doing that shit, you would have loved it, and that would have been your nomination.
You would have, to be fair.
We've got more class than that.
Aye, very good, very good.
I'm going to just put it out there. I don't like I don't like the boy. I don't like him.
Hey, jokes are for the circus.
Tricks.
But jokes are also.
I was a joke. Ryan Porteous made a joke.
I know, mate. I'm not. It's not. It's no. It wasn't a joke. It was
a personal attack.
It was, and it was aimed at me.
Imagine they just went like that. Do I look happy, Stephen Purden?
Oh,
It's ever since I picked him at FIFA in this charity match.
please, someone get in touch with Ryan Porteous and I get him to ask, are you happy, Stephen Purden? Please, that would be amazing.
Yes, do that. Please do that. That would be fantastic.
So there's your swanky moments of the week. Stephen Purden, what is yours?
Mine's is Roy Mackay telling Ryan Kent, keep it simple. Jokes are for the circus.
Tricks are for the circus.
You fucked it for me too.
Tricks are for the
circus.
Silly
Yes,
rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Mine is the Celtic Christmas advert.
I'll go for lower league. I'll go for lower league banter. And Dan's from the listeners is Porteous shithousery. Get voting now for your swanky moment of the week. Head to our Twitter right now and you can vote there. With Eldorado Tonic Wine, Scotland's own is now Football Daft. Remember, you get more content from Football Daft on Patreon. You can hit us up right now, patreon.com/Football Daft. Lots of tiers to choose from. You can give us a £5 a month, $7.50 a month, or you can go up to even £10 a month. Different ranges and levels. Remember, if you do join up, you can get cameos from the boys. You can get Christmas messages. You know, you can get.
Oh, there we go.
We're introducing a £20 level as well, where Stephen will pick your wains up for school.
That might not be up there, but you can get Christmas messages if you sign up to our top tail. And then next year, when we're back in the studio, once Panto's done, once we've got Football Daft meets again, you can come into the studio, can experience the podcast if you're up on that top tier as well. So it's a perfect Christmas present for your loved ones. Patreon.com/Football Daft. Get involved there. You get video versions, you get outtakes. Get lots and lots of stuff. And also up there, you'll get all our old teammates. And we're going to let you hear one of those right now as we caught up with Aberdeen's prolific winger, Mr. Niall McGinn.
Worst dressed?
There's definitely a couple up there, and he was on your podcast not so long ago, Mark Reynolds.
He was brilliant, eh?
Oh, he was good, man. He was good.
Him and Adam Rooney. Adam Rooney's definitely up there. He still wears his, I think he wears his kids, like his tracksuits and stuff. And Mark Reynolds, he still wears his Ric Flair jeans and stuff. And
mate, that's worse, isn't it? Oh, boot cuts and all that.
He still dresses like a dad. Do you know what I mean? I thought he'd come out of his maybe youth or something, but nah, no chance.
Brilliant.
Moaniest?
Oh, Jesus. I've got a couple. Willow Flood and Barry Robson. That's two of the moaniest. Like every day, like Willow Flood.
Hey, Stuart, you played with them at two different clubs and all. Jesus Christ!
I get them mixed up sometimes. I know, by the way.
What a nightmare.
The thing is that Willow Flood and Robbo, like they were like good mates, but they absolutely hated each other. Like they were always constantly like on each other. Like it was like a love-hate relationship. But Willow Flood and Barry Robson, the two of the moaniest people you could ever play with, but two people that you wanted in your team all day long.
Who do you want to back you up in a fight?
Don't know. Well, probably Andy Considine, Big Ash Taylor, guys like that, I think. But definitely not Johnny Hayes. He'd just run away.
Aye, after he put a shite in your pocket.
I think that side story might come out later. I think.
Yes.
Best looking?
There was a guy I played with at Celtic, a boy, Danny Fox. He was a good looking boy, Scouse boy.
Left back.
Yeah, left back. Danny Fox, he was a real good looking boy. But another one as well, I think Freddie Lundberg back in his day, even though he was a short stint at Celtic, he's probably a real good looking boy. But it's funny, you speak about Freddie Lundberg. I remember you used to see him in these Calvin Klein adverts, and you used to see him with these big massive like tattoos like just above his private area, and like they were like, I don't know, they were like tattoos of maybe like two pumas or something. You think, it looks cool or whatever. You see him in his Calvin Klein's pulling it off, but when he's at Celtic, he didn't actually have them tattoos. He obviously put the tattoos on his body for these adverts and stuff.
Got them out his chewing gum packet.
Teacher's pet?
Johnny Hayes, 100%. He's just, even when he left Aberdeen, first of all, I think he spoke to Derek McInnes every day, and it was just adamant that was always going to happen if he ever did leave Celtic, that he was coming back. And he's just like his wee yes man. He's just his go-to man. He's in his pocket and he thinks he's manager most of the time, Johnny. Like he's nearly picking the team for him. I think. Yeah, definitely Johnny Hayes. He's definitely the gaffer's boy.
Most skillful.
I think I've always said this, the most naturally gifted. I know it's not maybe like it is skill in a way, but naturally gifted is definitely Paddy McCourt. Paddy McCourt was one of the best players I've ever played with. I was quite lucky because I signed for Derry City. I knew nothing about him. I walked in, I just seen this big fuzzball. I just seen this big flock of hair. And once we started training, it's like, wow, this boy's like a joke. He's sensational, unbelievable. He was quicker with the ball than he was without the ball. He just made people for fun in training. And then just his natural ability was just sensational. And he's always been the most naturally gifted player that I've ever played with. Skillful, like I like to probably... James Madison was skillful. A short stint at Aberdeen, you just knew he was going to go on to bigger and better things. There's a young lad at the moment, Connor McLennan. He's got all the attributes in the world just to go on and kick on. He's only like 19, 20, but skillful. He's like you have a lot of players. Like for me, like I'm just basic and stuff and keep things simple, keep things right. You have a wee trick up your sleeve. You have these players that are unbelievable step overs, etc. But up there, Paddy McCourt definitely he's been the most skillful and most naturally talented for sure.
Is he still playing now, Paddy McCourt?
No, he's retired. He's done his coaching badges and he's back out there. He said he's working in team management now back there, which is good. And I think he's always been interested in football. He always had a good knowledge of the game. I've shared a room with him for years, and he was always just keen on doing something like that. And thankfully, he's went on to sort of do that. But you look at his goals he scored over the years, and even how he was in training and stuff. And
I don't think he ever scored a goal when he ran any less than 45 yards with the ball. What he's speaking, you know what I mean?
Even when he came back after leaving Celtic and stuff, when he came back and played in Ireland for a bit, there was a goal and he must have took it around about 7 or 8 players and just put it in the bottom corner. Thinking, wow, that's just sensational. It was just a pleasure to play with Paddy, and thankfully he's went on and he's done his coaching badges and he's moving into sort of maybe management now in the next few years, I'd imagine.
Worst trainer?
Worst trainer? Kyle Lafferty. The big man, he's just like a guy that you think, he's just in on trial every day. There's some guy just like he just lifted him off the week and he's put him into the squad. But on this day, he like for Northern Ireland, he was brilliant for us in the European Championship run that we got the Euros. He was sensational. Anything he touched just went in the goal. But regarding training, oh my God, he was terrible. He was playing with like trampolines on his feet.
Well, I thought I seen him in. Was he on trial at somebody recently? I seen something in the news about him recently. I can't remember what it was. Where's he away?
He's more clubs than Tiger Woods. So he ended up. He's been in Italy a few times in different countries. So he signed for that Regina team.
I think he's left him, isn't he? Just in the last week or so, I think he left him.
Yeah, he's left a few weeks ago, so he's out of contract, so he's a free agent, so 100% he'll probably be back in Scotland shortly.
He could be back. He could maybe be back at Hearts, would you think?
Hearts, maybe.
Or a Dundee United or somebody like that. You can see him at one of these.
Somebody will take a chance on him, like always. Like he's got all the attributes. Somebody will just take a chance on him because I thought he was brilliant for Hearts when he played for Hearts before he went to Rangers. Obviously, he got his move to Rangers then.
Who never gets the round in?
Big Josh McGuinness.
He's
probably team nights out, he would probably drink the most, but he would never contribute. He would always shy away from maybe even coffees and teas and stuff like that. He would always be at the forefront of being the first man there, but he would never pay. Never.
See, you just cut you off there. See, you said you're 33. I know it's weird because see, when I think of you, and there's other players like, I know you still think you're dead young, a young player. Do you ever get that with some players where you just go, he's young? I'm not saying that you're old, but it's like
you're only as young as sort of like how you feel as like your body.
It's like Matt Butchell's still young to me. Do you know what I mean?
Matt Butchell.
Biggest bam up merchant?
I think you like your Kyle Laffertys and I like your Josh McGuinness, especially in the Northern Ireland setup. Them two guys are just constantly the jokers of the pack. Club football, it's like. We've had a few over the years. Like Scott Brown was always up to madness, and likes of Johnny Hayes and stuff. And Johnny's just can be a wee horrible human at times. You just don't mess with him. If you do something bad on him, you know it's coming 10 times worse, and that's why I've always thought we've been good friends. And I never got the bad side of him.
Top shagger.
Don't know.
I'm gonna cut this question out, man. Fucking
no.
It's like MD has played with Rangers. It's easy because they just say McGregor.
Aye,
but
you
I
say
feel as
Alan
if for
McGregor.
anybody else, it's like
It's one of those ones you have to be careful as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
see the young lads coming through now, and teams like there's a couple of young lads at Aberdeen. Like I probably can't say names, but I think it's just with the times that we're moving forward in with social media, etc. And probably like dating apps and stuff, how easy it is for maybe the younger lads to obviously meet people. Obviously they have their nights out and stuff, but it's a thought of like maybe sending a message and all of a sudden you're probably meeting these girls. So I think it's just a younger generation now. But I had a few at Celtic and we definitely have a few at Aberdeen, but I probably can't name any names.
That's all right, mate. That's all right.
Best you've played with?
Yeah, no, well, there's been so many good players I've played with. Like to name a few, like such as like say. In the Northern Ireland setup, you've got like Johnny Evans, you've got like Steve Davis, David Healy, obviously back in the day when I sort of came into the squad, Aaron Hughes, just all sort of good pros. At Celtic, I had obviously Scott Brown and Robbie Keane was there for a short stint, who he was brilliant. But the most naturally gifted, as I said earlier, was definitely the best player. Was probably Paddy McCourt, and a guy that another person like Aidan McGeady was sensational. With 2 feet, he was just an absolute joy to train with, and obviously just work with. And another one probably stands out there. He was obviously there for a short stint when I was there, and then obviously moved on. But regarding training and even obviously playing on the big stage, but he used to never give the ball away in like the boxes we always used to do with Nakamura, and he was just he was a shambles. He was very good.
Aye. See, Nakamura is one of the ones. If you're a Celtic fan, he's in your all-time 11, isn't he, mate? Nakamura.
Shut up, Stevie. Shut the fuck up, you bastard.
We had a top 11 one day. We sat and spoke about our top players, mate. I'm a Rangers fan, Grado's a Rangers fan, and Toll's a Celtic fan, as you can see there. And he put Scott Sinclair in ahead of Nakamura.
You know why? Because I completely forgot about Nakamura.
So that's teammates finished. Cheers, Niall. We'll move on now.
That's him cut off.
Well, that's it for the show, boys. We've been a man down again. Poor Grado, looking after the baby, dressing up as a woman, you know, doing the radio. It's a tough life for the old boys.
Oh. Some guys can do it and some guys can.
Well, you're doing exactly. You were doing the breakfast radio today, Stephen.
Breakfast radio show, podcast, River City, panel, being a father.
See, when you're doing like the rehearsals but do you have to dress up as the woman when you're doing the rehearsals? You just wait till you get to the stage.
We will next week when we're in the theatre rehearsal.
Have you got your costumes yet?
Have you never heard the phrase dress rehearsal, John?
I have heard the phrase, but I thought so you have to speak like go and give us your panel voice, Stephen.
So me and Grado come out. We come out and we're like, oh, we have arrived. Oh, sister, I think they're laughing at us. Oh, sister, what's so funny about us? Have they never seen a couple of beautiful bouncing busty buds before?
Beautiful,
mate.
And then do you go into just normal Stephen voice?
You have you're like when you're talking and that, and you're like, yeah, I can start shouting like that.
Right, good. Well, listen, there's still tickets available for the Pavilion panel, so you can see Stephen in action. You can catch him in Cinderella at the Pavilion pantomime. There we go. Little plug for you there, Stephen. There we go.
Thank you, John.
And we've also got to give a mention to the Pat Gallagher Memorial Match, which our friend who edits this show, and the show would all you boys would be cancelled without his editing skills. Like that way. Yeah, pretty much. Ryan, who also presents Celtic Daft, he has got a memorial match for his dad, who sadly passed away. It's happening this weekend, Sunday at 11:45 at Home Park, the home to Clydebank FC and Yoker. and all that sort of stuff. And it's Ryan's Boys Against Marty's Legends. It's £10 a head for people who want to play, and there'll be I do a collection there, and they're raising money for Children's First, a children's charity, which you can get all the details. We're going to tweet out the details, so keep an eye on our Twitter. If you could throw a couple of quid to raise money for a brilliant charity, that would be great, and we'd really appreciate it. For Ryan as well, that would be brilliant. That's it for Football Daft for this week. Games at the weekend, boys. Celtic have got Aberdeen.
Sorry, John, just down at the Etihad here. Paris Saint-Germain have just broke forward and went 1-0 up against Manchester City on the 49th minute. So Pep and his boys have got it all to do.
Thank you, Paul. We'll come back to you later to see how that's going. Celtic Aberdeen at the weekend, Chris.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
2-0 to Celtic.
Tough game for Gio in his first game in the league.
Very tough game. It's a hard place to go. Like I said on Rangers Daft.
Is it Tynecastle?
No, Livy. Like I said on Rangers Daft during the week, it's a very, very, very tough run of fixtures. It's a baptism of fire for Gio the next few weeks, but I think it's a good thing, and I think in the next few weeks from now until January, he will know or find out what his players are all about. So bring it on.
Dundee versus Motherwell, Hearts versus St Mirren, Ross County versus Dundee United, and St Johnstone versus Hibs are the other fixtures. Game of the weekend there, I would say, but I think Dundee Motherwell will be quite tasty actually. I think that'll be a decent match. In the Championship, Inverness versus Kilmarnock on the Friday night, top of the table.
That'll be a good game, man. That will be a good game.
And then elsewhere, it is the Scottish Cup this weekend.
Yes, buddy.
I tell you what, I wish Grado was here for this week. I think this could be a potential banana skin. Auchinleck Talbot versus Hamilton.
Oh, David Templeton, friend of the show, has just hung up his boots. Hamilton.
Has he really?
Yes.
Has he really? We spoke to Ross earlier on. Clydebank versus Clyde's there.
The Derby battle.
Where are you getting Auchinleck Talbot are going to beat Hamilton Accies for?
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
£5 bet, John.
£5 bet. I'm not putting you've got to give me better odds than just a fiver against a fiver as Talbot against Hamilton.
All right, then. I will. If Talbot beat Hamilton, I will give you £10.
Brilliant.
Right, wait a minute. But if Hamilton beat Talbot, then you give me £1.
Right, brilliant. Okay, that's a good bet. Right, okay, Kelty Hearts versus Montrose.
Kelty Hearts.
Montrose are a good team, by the way. I saw them first hand on Saturday. They're a good team.
Kelty Hearts.
Yeah, John, we do this every week now. Where's your passion for your club? You go through all the fixtures. Who's Falkirk playing?
We're playing Wraith Rovers at home.
Right. John, right.
That's a tough game.
That's a tough
game. I know it's a tough game, right? I'm a Rangers fan.
Yes.
I've been to the bottom.
Oh,
what a
sorry, we're going over to our correspondent.
You take this one. You take this one, Chris.
Okay. Liverpool have just gone a goal ahead with a fucking 40-yard thunder bastard from Thiago.
Oh,
what a strike that is.
And if you are listening to this podcast on Saturday afternoon, you already know score by this point, so there's no point in this. Right, anyway, so that's it. Scottish Cup this weekend. Lots of things happening in the Championship. Boys, thank you very much, as ever, for joining me.
Oh, what a goal, man. Sorry, John.
Let you get back to the bloody football now. Remember,
you don't strike them better than that.
No, that's Pedro Mendes.
Where's one of the ones that goes down and then up the way?
That's Pedro Mendes-esque at Parkhead in the 4-2 game.
We will leave that on Football Daft as Chris and Stephen apply for their jobs in Sky Sports Centre.
Hey, it's BT Sport.
BT Sport, mate. Plus, they couldn't afford me until...
I know, especially not after we've been in that music video.
Aye, Danko's music video.
I was going to say Dargo there, and then I remembered that was an ex-fucking Clyde player for back in the day or something.
We'll leave it at that. Thanks for listening this week. Get us on Twitter at Football Daft Pod, Football Daft Podcast on Instagram, and just search for Football Daft on Facebook. We'll see you on the next one.